mixed market. The Dow just can't seem to go down. It's up over 1/4%, and it's just that 30 stocks is just insane for the Dow. But the Nasdaq started off the day up, and then we've seen some significant volatility. It was down about 100 points, then it was back up about 100 points. Now it's down, basically flat on the day. But that has made people who have made adjustments during those times, that's tough, especially being an option seller. So it's good to just let the deltas play out. If you are in the red zone and you're not at the 35 yet, I would just hold and just let things play out, because it's going up and down. I figured, I was having a text with one of the members, and the Nasdaq was down about 100 points, and I was saying the market is going to be up today, and I should have day traded it, but I didn't have time to actually look at it just in case I'm wrong. But for some reason, I had a feeling that this Nasdaq was going to go up and the market was going to go up today. And so the Nasdaq went back, but obviously it's down now. But it's obviously completely away from its lows, significantly off its lows. So that's good. But if we're looking at this chart here, everyone, you can see that the Nasdaq, this is going to be the 6th straight day that the Nasdaq has been down, which is interesting. So I'm bullish on it now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We usually don't have down days like this or streaks like this for down days. We obviously have them for up days. We've had 10, 12, sometime feels like 14 straight up days, especially with that ES. The Dow has been going up quite a bit. Just look at this DIA. This is the ETF for the Dow, and you can see that this has been going up quite a bit. All the down days have been insignificant. All the up days have been insignificant for the most part as well, but it's been going up. That's pretty flat, but that's up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the complete opposite of the Nasdaq right now. The Dow has been up 6 straight days. The Nasdaq has been down 6 straight days. So let's play something here. See if we can get some trades on. I sent some trade ideas out this morning, and I apologize for messing up at least the Apple trade. That Apple trade is a pretty good one, but I put on here, I indicated an iron condor, but it looks like I put all puts, and then I actually mixed up the puts that I wanted to show. So we're going to do that. We're going to look at that really quickly. We're going to go over to this chart on the Thinkorswim platform here, and then this is Apple, and this was my thought process with Apple. It's basically trading at around its 50-day moving average, which is this bluest line, and the all-time high was this 145 just after the split for the most part, and it's basically been going down since. But I think that 50-day moving average, that bluest line there, is the floor. So I would be bullish and bearish on it. So that's why I was sending out an iron condor, because I don't think it's going back up to 145 within the time frame of the trade idea that I sent out. So let's look at that. That's 43 days ago. Let's go over this TastyWorks platform and let's look at that Apple trade really quickly. So I go here and I'm going to bring up the table, and you can see that I still have the Apple trade on here. I have it up, and what I should have wrote is that the 140 is on the call side that we're selling, the 145 is what we're buying, and then on the put side I did that correctly, 175 and the 112.5. So said send that for at least $1. To me, this is a pretty good trade. $400 credit. It's 43 days ago. You only want to get 50% on it. The TastyWorks platform is saying you have an 85% chance of making at least 50% or hitting that 50% mark. The probabilities at expiration is only about 65. If what we're doing is adding up these two short deltas, so we're adding up the 18. It was a little better this morning. The 18 plus the 17, that gives us 35. So we subtract that 35 from the 100, and that's what TastyWorks is getting right here. This 65 probability of profit. That pop means probability of profit. So that works pretty well. for the most part on options on stock. It doesn't work as well on options on futures. So, but that's how they get in the calculation, everyone. They're just adding the two short strikes on this iron condor. If it's a strangle, they would just add the two short strikes on the strangle. If it's a spread, then you're just adding the single short strike when it's a spread, like a vertical spread. All right, so this is the trade. I like this one. Once again, we'll look to see which one we're going to put on today. I want to go bullish the Nasdaq, and I want to see if I did provide a trade today. I provided a trade called a bullish bear. And if you're doing this bullish bear on the TastyWorks platform, you have to put it on in 2 trades. So this is the bullish bear with 43 days ago. This was a yellow highlighted trade that I was sending out. And this is, let me go and just look at this. This is the bear part of the bullish bear. And then we were selling the way down here at now the 15 delta, an 80-point wide spread here. So I was saying for at least 7. So what we're going to do is that we're going to look to put this on, but we're going to do it in stages on this TastyWorks platform. So we're going to put on the bearish part first, and we're going to send this, and we're going to see if we can get filled. And we're asking for 250 right now. It's saying 250 is the mid, so we're probably not going to get filled on that. So 255 is the strike. So we got filled at the 255. The short leg of the spread, I mean, on the bullish part of the spread is the 12,200. 12,200. Let me see. Yeah, 12,200. We're going to send that here. Let me just get down to that really quickly. 12,200, and we were buying the 12,120, which is an 80-point wide spread, and that's 950. So if we take the 950, minus the 2.55, that's going to give us. They're going to try to rob us. Let's see if we can get a little better than that, but we'll see. It's still going to be over $100. So we're going to send that, and that's going to hopefully get filled. All right, so I'm going to replace that, and it's fallen on me, unfortunately. It's going to rob me on this. I'm not going to get. I hate this. Is one of the things the sad part about some of these trades you can't do on the TastyWorks platform, and that's you have on the options on futures. You have to leg into some of this, and you have risk when you can't put it on at the same time or take something off at the same time. But with that said, you have to deal with that. We're going to send this, and we got filled. Unfortunately, not as great as we wanted to, but we're going to check this history and see what we got on it. All right, so let's see if this is work. We got an in. There we go. So that's the trade that we put on. It's got 134. So we got the 134 minus the $10 in fees, minus the just say 4 and fees, $10 in commissions, $4 in fees. We got a little over 120. So that's good for that bullish bear strategy. We already have the hedge on with it, so that works. All right, I like that trade. Let's see what that same trade is doing for us in the. I said I wouldn't trade this one until Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's not Friday. We're going to trade this one on the floor tomorrow. So I'm not going to do a trade in this one today. Just trying to show people that you don't have to trade every day. You can pick a certain time when you trade and just be consistent with it, and you can make a lot of money. I have one of the members that's been with us for about 9 months signed up for a 12-month membership, and he primarily just trades Monday nights when we meet. And over the time of that 9+ months, he's made over 50% and only trading once a week, basically. So this, and he does the bread and butter type of trades, pretty much the indexes. It's been dabbling in a little of the oil and the natural gas, a little bit, maybe some corn recently, but very little. For the most part of that, his membership has been all indexes. And so I consider most of the time when I'm sending out some trade ideas, the bread and butter type of trades is usually the indexes, right? Because you can see that some of these trades, some of this stuff is falling out of bed. You can see we did the earnings play on PayPal. I mean, they came out with amazing earnings, but if you'd have stayed in it, it's you might not even be able to get out of it now because it's been dropping today. It's still up a little bit today, obviously, but only 64 cents. It was up, about $12 this morning. Then you have stuff like Square. If you've been trading Square, that's been falling. It's been falling for a while. If you've been trading, I think this is Silvergate. If you've been trading that's been falling. You guys all know about Riot. I mean, that's been a dog for a while now. That's why we're pretty much out of that. Marathon, that's been a dog as well. And then Coinbase, good night. Coinbase has been brutal. I mean, I think Coinbase has been down almost every day since it's been public. Let's check this. Let's check this chart here. Look at this.
That is true.
That is just brutal, right? So, all right. So it's been up 4 days since it's been, based on these candlesticks here. It's been up 4 days since it's been public, but we've had some big drops. This was a big drop, big drop, big drop, big drop. All of these is pretty much big drops. All right, so I'm laughing because I thought I was getting in at a good price when we bought another share of it yesterday, and then after that it just dropped a big time after we bought the additional share. So, and this is even before earnings. So I would be bullish on this based on it's just been falling way too much. It's not enough history though, but it's been falling way too much, way below what it initially was going to come out as. It was going to come out as a 290. It got up to as much as 4 something, obviously, and then it just fell, and it's been bad. All of those cryptocurrency stocks, but the actual currencies have been doing okay.
Yeah,
say that
it opened
again.
at 381.
They open at 381. Okay, so all right, so that's a big drop from 381, and what I'm saying when I said 291, I think that's what they were saying. It thought it was going to open at, but it was so much demand for it, and then it opened at 381, then it shot up to 400 and something, and then it just continued to drop. It was down by the time the first day was over, and then as you can see the chart we were looking at, it's been down quite a bit. So that just could be, it just can be, sometimes sectors are getting punished in that area. I'm not going to call it a sector, but that area has been getting punished, obviously.